Swagger Jagger.
You don't get to sing that song.
You don't tell me what to do when I've got my mog face on, mate.
Mate, don't even start.
Because I'm serious, mate.
How serious were you?
Third place.
I know. Who came
Third
first?
place.
Hey,
This
don't
is
gloss
gold.
over this. Who came first?
You did.
That's right. That's right.
You
Cheer
did.
for me, bros.
You did. Welcome to the Trial of Style, which no one is going to get.
Do you know what though?
No
Can
one's
I'll
gonna
tell you
get
what.
this.
We'll explain what it is first, and then, like, I'm going to chime in with just something that's going to like. Oh fuck it! I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to wait for you, right? This was fun.
Yep.
And the problem was, we made it more fun than the other people that
This
were
is
there.
a web show goldmine.
This is.
I will have this
gold.
every web show, probably.
It's good, right?
so fun. It is so cool. As much as we're allowed to do it. So, with the Trial of Style is coming in 7.2.5 with all the class balancing stuff. But it's a competition where you can queue up and you go in and it's in the wonderful, wonderful Blood Elf capital.
It was beautiful.
Well, it's in the Magister's Terrace, I believe.
It is.
But then you get told a theme. And then you have 2 minutes to barbershop yourself, dress yourself, and then choose your mog to match that theme. And then you take to the stage and everyone votes on each other in like a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, I think there's 5. Was there 5 or was there 6?
Six
There's
people.
6 of you that go in and two go on stage at once. And you flip between left and right, and those people that are on the stage get to dance, they get to speak. But before you actually go on stage, you're all stood there. Even when you've transmogged your gear ready to go, you're stood there in a full robe, mate.
Yeah, they don't
Not
let
to
you see what
reveal.
other people have done. Yeah, they
Exactly.
hide what your mog is for doing this. And all you have to do is you can either choose not to vote, which we did in several occasions.
Several
because we were
occasions,
just
pal.
not- it was not crisp.
Absolutely not.
Or you pick one of the two, and then by that it determines who the winner is. Because
Yeah.
it'll go like me versus you, then you versus someone else, and then blah, 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 until you get a winner. And then
Yeah.
you get a first, second, and third pose off at the end, mate.
You do.
Where you win some rewards. You also win if you lose. You get a consolation prize for,
You do.
for sucking dick. Now, and the prize is mog tokens. And you get to collect, you can have up to 200, was it?
You can have up to 200,
You can have
yeah.
up to 200, and then you can buy more mog gear with that. We couldn't find the mog vendor. Andy looked everywhere.
I spent like 50 minutes. Yeah, it says on the token that you can trade them in Dalaran for transmog items. And I went everywhere. I just could not find a vendor.
It might be there. We just don't know where it is.
Yeah.
But you checked every store.
I did.
You checked every square corner
Yeah.
of Dalaran looking for it. But let's talk about some of the cool features about it, and the negatives, of course. The cool
Yeah.
features was you can bounce. You can openly
Absolutely.
bounce
Because
with
you
what's
can still
going on.
speak as well. When you're on
Yeah, yeah.
stage, like I was... Like, the first stage that we had, it was Everyday Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah? You went as a beautifully dressed female scientist.
I went because it gave you ideas in case people didn't get it. So it said it's everyday heroes. So people like farmers, police officers, and
Yeah.
then I went for a science theme, and you went with, of course, the everyday hero.
Don't mock me, mate. I went, mate, as the unsung hero of the streets. The Vigilante.
The Vigilante. Casey Jones over here. The everyday hero, Casey Jones. And you won.
I did win.
You did win. And my scientist came third.
He did.
And the person who beat me was someone wearing the Wrath
It
Warrior
was an
armor.
Orc Warrior in tier 2.
And he came second. And
But let me tell you why. This is part of my negative as well. I know
Yeah.
we're going to touch on it more at the end. We went for the theme. I went obviously a little less loosely to the theme. But we went for the theme of everyday heroes, and then like we encountered people like demon hunters just in full tier sets, or rogues in full tier sets, just looking nothing like the theme. Like the second theme was awesome. It was, what was it, fun and flirty.
fun and flirtatious. So I didn't have slot mod gear. I was
didn't.
gutted. The best I had was a belly robe.
I've got to admit though, I'm happy that it didn't get to the result, because I'm pretty certain with you being the only female and my competition being...
You were leather clad. You looked
Mate,
like
I look gorgeous, right?
you were filthy.
Yeah?
You were
I had a
filthy.
leather body vest and a headband.
Yeah, so that's the competition. That's how it works. You get a theme, and you get
Yeah.
to dance, and you get to dance on stage and stuff like that, and try and earn your votes.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun. And I know in our community, we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
The problem was, one, people thought it was just a mog competition, so they just walked in, stood there, and then just were like, this is my mog.
Vote for
And
me.
other people also didn't get it and were voting for what they thought was a cool mog. And that
Yeah.
was it.
I tell you
So
what,
I
though,
think that, unless people get really into it, I think that's what most people are going to see.
that's what I was going to say, is like the only other person that I really thought got it was the Skull Bro, the undead guy.
Yeah, I think he was his second round with us because it was difficult to get a queue on the PTR.
Yeah.
We had to wait about 25 minutes to get into doing it. So we told the guys after the first round, I was like, let's do this again.
Yeah.
So a lot of them queued up again. And then Skullbro actually got it. So he went with like a naked Forsaken guy.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. It looked really cool. Other guys, again, just stayed in their mogs and were like, vote on my mog.
And
that was
testament to our immersion into the transmog competition when it came to a point where there was two, and I know people hate us using the term, but they were two edgelords on the stage with their glaives and their fully masked faces.
Well, they
and
didn't change anything.
Epic level. They changed nothing,
Yeah, they
and
changed
we
nothing.
booed them.
Yeah, we booed them.
We booed them.
Yeah, which is great fun. That's
But
what it's all about.
left.
It's a bit of fun.
One of them left. We didn't get the result of that.
Yeah, so a
second
couple of
round.
negatives then. One, if somebody leaves the scenario, like knows they've lost or just isn't asked, the competition doesn't seem to finish. So you don't get to vote on the winners.
Hopefully that's a bug and it's going to be fixed.
It's got to be. It's got to be a bug.
Can't
If not,
expect you to do
Blizz,
it
you
all
need to
again.
fix that because none of us got our rewards for doing it. None of us got our mog tokens. And it does take about 5 minutes in total. Plus, that's not including queue time to get in there.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, if someone leaves, it just voids the whole competition and nobody gets to win. The other fault... I'm trying to think what it was. There was another bit. The other fault was that it saves your transmog. It needs to not do that.
Oh, when you leave.
Yeah, when you leave,
Yeah.
you still have the transmog that you decided on while you were in there.
It doesn't cost you nothing to change it while you're in the tournament.
Yeah.
But when you leave the tournament, I mean, I didn't want to leave in like just a leather vest and a headband.
No, and I didn't want to leave with like blonde hair and stuff. Like I tarted my character up for the flirtatious one. I went full tart. And it screwed me because when I came out, I was like, I'm going to have to go to like a normal barbershop now and change this back and fix all that kind of stuff. So they really do need to sort that out. But overall, I am in love with this for our fun.
Oh, absolutely.
For our fun, this is going to be great. For our fun, it's going to be totally great. The other thing we wanted to touch on is the dance party is not the dance studio. Don't rage.
This is going to be hilarious. This is going to cause a huge tidal wave of internet angry boys.
I know. I mean, it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years. Blizzard could do something with dancing that isn't necessarily the dance studio, but people are still pissed about it. That it's not the dance studio. Anybody who's been to try is like, this is not what I was expecting. It's not customizable dance. What is the dance party, Andy?
They took over the auction house in Orgrimmar, and it's got a multi-lit dance floor with people on the stage. I'll tell you what I do like, right? It's just novelty.
It's a bit of fun. It's a little bit of fun.
It's a little bit of bounce. 5 minutes bit of fun. You walk in, and as you enter the doors, I mean, I can only talk now for the Orgrimmar one. When you enter the actual archway of the auction house, as you're approaching the floor, your upper body starts to dance.
Yep.
Like, you know, like one of those women at a wedding who's going to the dance floor. Oh, I love this song. Come on,
It's the Peter Kay thing. It's
That's
so
it.
cool.
And then obviously when you're on the dance floor, you blow into a full-blown dance. And they call up races onto the stage. It's like, all right, let's see what the Blood Elves have got. So all the Blood Elves from the dance floor then go onto the stage. And it does like a very short, orchestrated dance with the Blood Elves.
And it has these cool things in the back. So for the Blood Elves, we got the robots.
The Arcane Golem
The Arcane Golem, Sunwell robots.
Doing the
robot in the background. And the Forsaken guy's got some abominations doing a dance. And you're only up there for a few seconds. And you get a buff, which lasts all day.
Yep.
Which is called Happy Feet.
Yep.
And literally, when you're out of combat, you just regenerate all your health and mana, like, very quickly.
Like
it's
Fighter Chow.
4% a second or something.
Yeah, it's like
that.
Fighter Chow, basically.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's a little bit of fun. But I know people are expecting the dance studio. It's not the dance studio.
It isn't.
It isn't, so don't be too sad. Anyway, that's our PTR stuff. We'll be back with more class changes soon when they're looking a little better.
This was fun, though, man.
It was a
This
fun
was
thing.
a lot of fun.
I can't wait for this. For our
It's gonna
personal
be
use,
genius.
I can't wait for it. I don't care if players outside our community just get it wrong all the time. Our community is going to love this.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. I'll see you again.
Bye.